Okay, good day everyone. So for today's discussion, we're gonna have the last type of variation. So that would be combined variation. So we're already done with direct variation, inverse variation, and joint variation. So by this time, we're gonna have combined variation. From the word per se, combined, it means that we're gonna combine two types of variation here. We're gonna combine direct variation and inverse variation at the same time. All right. So let's move forward with our target learning objectives for the day. So for our target learning objectives, we have to define first what is combined variation and what are we have to solve problems involving combined variation. So we have here an exploratory problem and I want you to think of it. So observe the sizes of the tires of the different vehicles. So do tires come in the same size? Does it one size fits all? Ito ba ay parang damit that free size? Okay. So, I'll be giving you a second to think of it. Okay. So, remember that the size of the tire considers the weight of the vehicle and the terrain where the vehicle will primarily be used among the others. Okay? Kasi, it depends upon if that vehicle would be used in a flat surface lang ba or it would be used in the shaky road. It depends on that as well. Okay, so again, the tire depends on the weight of the vehicle and as well as where it will be primarily be used. Okay, so let's proceed with combined variation, with the definition of combined variation. So let x, y, and z denote three quantities. Y varies directly as x and inversely as z. If there is some positive constant k such that y is equal to kx over z. So the number k is the constant of variation. So again, this is the formula that we're going to use. Again, this is y is equal to kx over z. So let's have example number 1. So we have to find the equation of combined variation where y varies directly as x and inversely as z. So let's write the formula that we're going to use. Y is equal to kx over z. Okay, so one set of values is y is equal to 4, x is equal to 6, and z is equal to 3. So in order for us to obtain the value of k, we have to substitute the values that we already know. So y is equal to 4, so k is still missing, x is equal to 6, and z is equal to 3. So in order for you to solve it quickly, you may do cross multiplication. So you may multiply this by this one. And we all know that when we are talking about whole number, there is an imaginary 1 in its denominator. So that 1 will be multiplied on the numerator of the other fraction. So that will be 4 times 3. That is 4 times 3 is equal to 1 times k times 6. So when we simplify this, we'll be having 12 is equal to 1 times k, that is k times 6, that would be 6k. And then we have to divide both sides by 6 to obtain the value of k. Therefore, we'll be having 2 is equal to k because this will be cancelled out already. Now that we have the value of k, which is 2, we can now write our equation of variation. Okay, so since 2 is the value of our k, we can have the equation of variation as y is equal to 2x over 2. Alright, and then after this, what are we going to do is we're going to 2x over z rather, not 2, 2x over z. Okay, so after this, what are we going to do is we're going to substitute the values because we have here question as we have to find y when x is 15 and z is equal to 10. So that would be y is equal to 2 times 15 over 10. Alright, and then simplify 2 times 15, that would be 30 over 10. Therefore, y would be equal to 3. So, y is equal to 3 when x is equal to 15 and z is equal to 10. Okay, so I'll be giving you 2 minutes to solve for this one. So you have to try this. Find an equation of combined variation where y varies directly as x and inversely as z. One set of values is y is equal to 25, x is equal to 10, and z is equal to 2. Find y when x is equal to 4 and z is equal to 6. Okay, so let's proceed in solving for this one. So same process. We have to write first our formula. Y is equal to kx over z, and then substitute the known values of for each variable. So we have y is equal to 25, k is still missing, x is equal to 10, and z is equal to 2. And then after this, you cross multiply. So you'll be having, okay, you'll be having 50 is equal to 10k. And then after these, divide both sides by 10. Therefore, you'll be having 5 as the value of our k. Next one is we have to write down our equation of variation. So it would be equal to y is equal to 5x over z. And then we have to find the value of y when x is equal to 4 and z is equal to 6. So y is equal to 5 times 4 over 6. So that would be y is equal to 20 over 6, or y is equal to 3.333 and so on. Since that is repeating decimal, you may put bar line on the top of the number which is repeatedly, okay, which is repeating. Alright, so let's proceed with example number 2. So with example number 2, we have to find the equation of combined variation, then solve for the missing value. Okay, so we have to solve this one. So y varies directly as x and inversely as z. And y is equal to 6 when x is equal to 8 and z is equal to 4. Find y when x is equal to 12, when x is equal to 12 and c is equal to 9. So what are we going to do again is we're going to substitute the values or get the formula first. So that will be y is equal to kx over z, and then substitute the known values. So you have y is equal to 6 is equal to k, and then x is 8 over z is 4, and then cross multiply, you're going to have 24 is equal to 8k, and then divide both sides by 8, wherein that would be equal to 3 is equal to k. And then after this, you write the equation of variation. So that would be x, no, x is equal to 12 and z is equal to 9, and we have to find the value of y. So that would be y is equal to 3x over z. So this is our equation of variation. Sorry. So y is equal to 3x over z. And then after that, we have to find the value of y when x is equal to 12, z is equal to 9, and y is missing. So y is equal to 3 times 12 over 9. So what are you going to do is to simplify. Y is equal to 36 over 9. Since 12 times 3 is 36 so over 9. So therefore, y would be equal to 4. Alright, therefore y is equal to 4 when x is equal to 12 and z is equal to 9. Okay, so do you have any questions, clarifications, violent reactions? So if there's none, you may proceed to your next activity.